Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this electric scooter to be impressively powerful, noting that it tackles hills with ease while maintaining its speed. For commuting on paved roads, the suspension provides a really comfortable and smooth experience. Putting it together was generally simple, although our reviewer suggests that using your own tools will make the process go more smoothly than relying on the included kit. They did run into some confusion with the instruction manual, which was a bit inaccurate and referred to a few parts that weren't actually present. Minor tasks like installing the rear brake light and reflectors were easy enough, and they recommend checking the tire pressure before your first ride. While their brakes were fine out of the box, they noted you might need to tighten the mounts. The user experience is refreshingly straightforward. This client appreciated that it's a throttle-only vehicle, eliminating the need to fiddle with different speed settings or modes. You simply control your pace with the throttle and brakes. The display is equally minimalist, showing only the remaining battery life. Operation is controlled by a key, not a switch as the manual suggests. This key has a peculiar three-position system, where only the third position fully engages the motor and secures the key in place, leading to the practical advice of not using a large, dangling keychain. For anyone seeking reliable and affordable transport for a few miles to work, this personal vehicle seems to fit the bill perfectly, as long as the journey is on smooth surfaces. It's easy to secure with a standard lock, offering some peace of mind. The reviewer does advise against riding in the rain to protect the motor and battery. Ultimately, it's a fast and fun ride that gets the job done.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer found that their new electric scooter arrived well packaged. Although our reviewer is the type of person who follows instructions meticulously and wished they were a bit clearer, the assembly process was still straightforward and took only about 15 minutes. A video on the product page proved helpful, even though it depicted a slightly different model. A major plus was that the battery came with a significant charge, allowing for immediate rides around the neighborhood without having to wait. Initially, this client felt some apprehension, especially concerning their kids wanting to use the rideable. However, those worries were eased by the brilliant 3-speed system. The first setting limits the scooter to a very manageable and safe pace, which is perfect for younger riders or anyone just getting started. The second gear offers a brisker ride, while the third unlocks the scooter's full potential. Our reviewer, who is over 6 feet tall and weighs around 180 pounds, noted that the top speed reached was just under 20 miles per hour, and they suspect a lighter person could go even faster. While they felt a little big for the frame, the ride was never uncomfortable. The practical features have also been a big hit. A small basket on the back is perfect for carrying a few things to the local park, and the built-in headlight and tail light provide great visibility for evening rides. The kickstand is sturdy, the brakes are responsive, and even the simple bell-style horn does its job effectively. Both the kids and the adults in the family love using it for quick trips, and the battery life has proven more than adequate for their casual use. Overall, this user feels it's an excellent personal transport vehicle for fun and getting around the community.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer recently shared their experience with an electric scooter, noting that despite initial doubts, they found it to be an excellent product. The delivery was remarkably swift, and upon unpacking, they were pleasantly surprised to discover that the scooter came equipped with all the necessary tools for assembly, a thoughtful touch that often isn't included. However, the initial ride presented a significant challenge. Our reviewer, unfamiliar with the hand throttle common on many electric two-wheelers, felt a distinct strangeness and found themselves off balance. The sensation was so jarring that they began to think they had made a poor purchasing decision. It turned out the front brakes were inadvertently over-tightened, creating a constant drag. This client initially misinterpreted this resistance as a normal operating characteristic, leading to a frustrating experience where accelerating and then releasing the throttle would cause the scooter to abruptly halt. This cycle of accelerating, stopping, and feeling the need to constantly reaccelerate was incredibly confusing and disheartening. After some careful investigation, the root cause was identified. During the unpacking process, the brake cable had accidentally shifted, catching on the rim of its housing. This seemingly minor misplacement was enough to lock the front wheel, causing all the initial riding difficulties. A thorough inspection led this individual to adjust the cable leading to the caliper connection, and once it clicked into its proper place, the problem vanished. With the issue resolved, our reviewer, who is 61 years old, is now happily using this personal transport device for their daily commute from work to home, and even for additional rides. Reflecting on the initial confusion, they admit that they would have likely given the scooter a scathing review and spoken ill of it, had it not been for their perseverance in diagnosing what was merely a misunderstanding of circumstances. Ulti.
That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.